There are people you meet once, and somehow you never forget them. Not because of what they were wearing, not because they tried too hard, but because of something deeper, something you can't fully explain. It's a feeling, a presence. In a world where most people are trying to fit in, unforgettable individuals do something different. They don't chase attention, attention finds them. And the reason behind that is not luck, it's their personality. So, what exactly makes someone unforgettable? The first and most powerful trait is authenticity. Unforgettable people are real. They don't wear masks depending on who they're with. They don't change their personality to impress others. What you see is what you get, and that honesty creates trust instantly. Think about it. When you meet someone who is completely comfortable being themselves, you feel it. It's refreshing, it's rare, and it makes you remember them. Most people are afraid to be judged, so they hide parts of themselves. But unforgettable people understand something important. Being different is their strength, not their weakness. And that confidence in their true self naturally draws people in. But authenticity alone isn't enough. The second trait that makes someone unforgettable is emotional intelligence. These people have a deep understanding of emotions, both their own and others. They know when to speak, when to listen, and when silence is more powerful than words. When you talk to them, you feel heard, you feel understood. And in today's world, that's something people rarely experience. They don't interrupt you just to talk about themselves. They don't fake interest. They are present in the moment, and that presence creates a strong emotional connection. And here's the truth. People don't remember every conversation, but they always remember how you made them feel. That's why emotional intelligence is such a powerful trait. Now, here's where it gets even more interesting, because the next trait is something people often misunderstand, and it can either make you unforgettable or completely forgettable. The next trait that makes someone truly unforgettable is confidence, but not the loud, attention-seeking kind. Real confidence is quiet. Unforgettable people don't walk into a room trying to prove anything. They don't need validation from others because they already accept themselves. And that self-acceptance creates a natural presence that people notice instantly. Have you ever seen someone who doesn't say much, but somehow everyone pays attention to them? That's confidence. It's not about being the center of attention. It's about being comfortable enough to not need it. And that energy is powerful. But here's where many people get it wrong. They confuse confidence with arrogance. Arrogance pushes people away. Confidence pulls people in. Unforgettable people know the difference. Now, let's talk about another trait that leaves a deep impact: kindness with boundaries. Yes, they are kind. They treat people with respect. They help others when they can. But they also respect themselves. They don't allow people to take advantage of them. They know when to say no. And that balance between kindness and self-respect creates a strong, memorable personality. Because people admire those who are good-hearted, but not weak. Now, pause for a second and think about yourself. Which of these traits do you already have? Because the truth is, becoming unforgettable is not about changing who you are completely. It's about strengthening what's already inside you. And now we move to one of the most intriguing traits of all, something that keeps people thinking about you even when you're not around. One of the most underrated traits of unforgettable people is mystery. They don't reveal everything about themselves all at once. There's always something more to discover, and this creates curiosity. In a world where people overshare everything, being a little mysterious makes you stand out. It keeps people interested. It makes them want to know more about you. But mystery alone isn't enough. Another powerful trait is passion. Unforgettable people care deeply about something. It could be their goals, their work, their beliefs, or even the way they live their life. And that passion shows. When someone speaks with genuine excitement and purpose, you can feel it. It's contagious, it inspires others, and it leaves a lasting impression. But out of all the traits we've talked about, there is one that matters more than anything else, and that is how you make others feel. At the end of the day, people might forget your words, they might forget what you did, but they will never forget how you made them feel. Did you make them feel valued? Did you make them feel understood? Did you make them feel seen? Because that's what truly makes someone unforgettable. So if you want to leave a lasting impression on people, don't focus on being perfect. Focus on being real. Focus on being present. Focus on being someone who makes others feel something meaningful. Because sometimes the reason someone can't forget you is because you were exactly what they needed at a moment they didn't expect.